Alright guys, so for today's video, I'm going to be going over my predictions for the upcoming FNCS Invitational that's going to be happening this weekend. Now if you guys don't know, this is going to be a LAN event that's held in Raleigh, North Carolina, where the Epic Games headquarters is. And essentially, I'm going to be giving my top 5 picks for who I think is going to do well at this tournament and potentially win it. So be sure to use code SonataYT in the Fortnite item shop if you guys do want to support me. Let's hop right into this list. So I'm going to go from the teams that I think are going to do the least best to the teams that are going to do the best. So I want to start off by going over Tayson and Chapix. Now you guys might be really surprised to see Tayson and Chapix this low. However, I do have a very valid reason for putting them this low. But before I get into that, I want to go over their placements as a duo and explain why I think they're still going to do pretty well at this tournament. Now they've gotten 6th, 17th, 28th, 4th, and 46th in 5 weeks of the Elite Cup Finals. They've also gotten 5 top 5s in Duo Cash Cups since Chapter 3 has started, and they have placed first place in 2 FNCS qualifiers, in top 25 in the Chapter 3 Season 2 FNCS Finals, along with 2nd in the Chapter 3 Season 2 FNCS Finals. Now Tayson has fantastic solo placements and Chapix is a veteran of LANs. I think that Chapix is really good simply because he has experience from World Cup, so this is the 2nd biggest LAN of that size, and I think that both of them having experience from tournaments like Gamers 8 is really helpful. They have pretty good LAN experience. However, this is really the first time Tayson's going to be on a world stage performing to try and compete. However, I think their biggest weakness, and this is the reason I don't think they're going to perform as great, is that they're landing at Cloudy Condos. Cloudy Condos is contested by 2 other teams, one of which is also on my list. So that's going to be a bit of a struggle, even though it is one of the most big and also most densely looted POIs on the map. You're going to have tons of loot. They're probably going to be okay as long as they don't try to fight off spawn as much. However, that is still a negative. But I didn't want to make this list without including Tayson and Chapix. I think they're a serious contender for competing and winning. But let's get into the next team. Now the next team is going to be Merstach and Malabuka. Now these guys are absolutely crazy. They have been the Chapter 3 demons since this brand new chapter started. They've gotten 14th, 29th, 10th, and 2nd in 4 weeks of the Elite Cup Finals. They've also gotten 11 top 5s in Duo Cash Cups since the Chapter 3 started, which is absolutely insane. They've also placed first place in 3 FNCS qualifier finals, 2nd in the Chapter 3 Season 3 FNCS, 4th in the Chapter 3 Season 2 FNCS, and then 15th in the Chapter 3 Season 1 FNCS. So they have only ever improved since they've started playing in Chapter 3. These guys have had some of the best, most pop-off performances that anybody's ever seen on every region. Also, they are very good individual players. Malabuka has placed top 5 in 9 solo cash cups since Chapter 3 started, and Merstach has also had great success at solos. However, I think the thing that really takes it away for them is that Malabuka has extremely good experience at LAN. His first LAN was the Gamers 8 Invitational, and in that he ended up winning alongside Epic Whale. Winning your first LAN, he's basically 1 for 1, so he's an extremely experienced player when it comes to LAN events, and I think that that's really going to transfer over to this FNCS Invitational in Raleigh. However, once again, I think the big negative of this team is that they are also landing at Cloudy Condos, contesting Tayson and Chapix. That's going to be a little bit of an issue simply because it's going to be kind of tough to get out of that situation if you are wrapped up in a spawn fight. Once again, I do think that if Tayson, Chapix, Malabuka, and Merstach split this drop correctly and try not to engage each other, there's a very good chance that both of them end up doing pretty well in this tournament. However, that is highly unlikely considering that there's also one more team contesting them around the area. And yes, once again, I do know that Cloudy Condos is a very big, very well-equipped POI. It's still very tough to win when you're contested though. But that's how I think that this team's going to turn out. Let's get into the next team. Now, coming over from NA West, I really think that this team has a very good opportunity simply because they're some of the best players in the world. This is going to be Reet and Epic Whale. In 5 weeks of the Elite Cup Finals, they've gotten 3rd, 13th, 5th, 23rd, and 14th. They've also gotten 10 top 5s in Duo Cash Cups since the Chapter 3 started and they started duoing, and they've also gotten 11th in Season 3 Grand Finals. They're both very good at solos, with Reet absolutely popping off in cash cups all around the world. He's gotten 10 top 5s in solo cash cups during Chapter 3, and both of these guys have incredible LAN experience, especially Epic Whale. He came 3rd at the World Cup Finals. He played DreamHack Anaheim, DreamHack Dallas, won the Gamers 8 LAN alongside Malabuka, and then Reet has also attended various different LANs such as DreamHack Dallas, DreamHack Anaheim, and so forth. Their drop spot is pretty solid. They're not fully contested by any team, however they are surrounded. They're landing at North Loot Lake. It is going to be a bit tough for them to actually pop off with this POI if they are contested, but considering that they're not directly contested, they're probably going to do pretty well. They are surrounded by a bunch of different teams that are near the Glow, areas near Grim Gables, stuff like that. It's going to be a bit tough. However, I still think that Reet and Epic Whale are some of the best fighters and some of the smartest players in the entire world, and I think that they're absolutely going to pop off within this tournament. Now getting into my top 2 predictions for who I think is going to pop off in this tournament, I think Cammy and Seti are going to absolutely do insane. They've gotten 4th, 20th, 5th, and 19th in 4 weeks of the Elite Cup Finals. They've also gotten 11 top 5s in Duo Cash Cups since Chapter 3 started. Now that number is absolutely insane. They've also gotten 5th and 9th in the Season 2 and Season 3 FNCS Finals respectively, and they both have extremely good solo placements. Cammy and Seti both have gotten over 5 top 5s in solo tournaments since Chapter 3 has started, but I think the thing that really takes away for them is that they both have DreamHack LAN experience. They also attended Gamers 8, except they did not perform as well there, but in their DreamHack LAN experience, they have absolutely popped off. And they have also been practicing at the Become Legends facility, which helps them get used to a LAN performance. It's as if they're playing almost every single tournament on a LAN. I also think that their biggest benefit is their drop spot. The Cammy split is absolutely insane. Everybody who lands there has insanely good loot. It's basically a large amount of area that they have to themselves. Yes, their loot routes may be cut off by enemy teams, and they may have the unfortunate circumstance arise where they are picked off. However, I really think that they have practiced this drop spot enough and they know exactly how to handle every single situation. And considering the amount of loot that they have at this drop spot, they're going to come out of here absolutely stacked out of their minds. Cammy and Seti are extremely good contenders for who I think is going to be coming at least in 2nd place, maybe 1st. However, my 1st place team that I have set for me, I think that they're going to absolutely pop off within this tournament. Now my top pick for who I think is going to pop off at this tournament is going to be Miro and Bugha. These two guys have absolutely astonishing competitive Fortnite careers. In terms of their Elite Cup Finals, they have placed 22nd, 21st, 12th, and 16th in their 4 weeks of the Elite Cup Finals that they played together. Keep in mind that they didn't play all of them together, they decided to play with other teammates just to expand out and save their energy for the Invitational. However, they have also 8 top 5s in Duo Cash Cups since Chapter 3 started. However, I think the thing that's insane about them is that they have placed 2nd, 3rd, and 1st in the last 3 FNCS Grand Finals. They are by far the most consistent team in the world when it comes to placing in high elo, very stacked lobbies. Both of these guys are amazing at solos and have 5 top 5 placements in solo events during Chapter 3. Bugha and Miro also both have very good LAN experience. As you guys know, Bugha won the World Cup, and Miro went to Gamers 8 LAN along with DreamHack Dallas. Both of these guys are extremely experienced when it comes to LAN, and I think that Bugha's general experience and veteran Fortnite ability is going to really pop out and show exactly how good he is at the game. I really think that one of the biggest benefits for this team, however, is their drop spot. This team is one of the few teams that is completely uncontested at a major POI. They have all of Chonker's Speedway to themselves, and they're not even bordered by that many people around them. They're able to really get this place, loot it efficiently, get the amount of loot that they need, and then pop off in the remaining parts of the game. I think that that's absolutely insane for this team. I think that they're extremely experienced. They know exactly how to play. They know exactly what they're going to do. Being this experienced and having this good of a drop spot at a LAN event is absolutely insane. And also, I think that their FNCS Grand Final placements and their general stacked lobby experience is really going to carry forward. But overall, guys, those are my 5 predictions for who I think is going to pop off at this FNCS Invitational taking place in North Carolina. I'm really excited to watch this event simply because it's the first LAN since World Cup that's actually really this big. Overall, I definitely think that you guys should watch it. Be sure to stay tuned for some videos analyzing how these teams won after the event is over. But yeah, guys, that is about it for this video. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.